Campsite 23 on Cranberry Lake is on the south side of Joe Indian Island, on a point that has a lot of bushes. It's a very bouldery shore, very stony. Not an easy site to approach. On the west side of the site, there are 3 trees in a row behind 2 stumps. It looks as if there's a little bark taken off those trees where people have tied up to them. It looks as if some people pull up there. There are boulders just barely under the surface here, and it's high water right now. This would be a very difficult site to approach with a boat. You have to be careful with a canoe or kayak. It's a very steep drop off to the water from the shore. I'm not sure I'd bring a boat in here if I had to tie it up and couldn't bring it up onto shore. I'll take a look around the other side of the point. The east side of the point, it looks like there are 2 places where people go down to the shore or come up from the shore, as the case may be. There are still lots of boulders just under the water. From the shore, you walk up a little path which goes up a short but fairly steep hill right into the campsite. See, there is a sign pointing away to a privy. A reminder to carry it in, carry it out. The actual campsite where they want you to put your tent is to the north of the point where the fire ring sits. Slightly sloping or humped tent pad, but no stones. There is a fairly smooth level spot where you could put a small tent. A big tent would have that little hummock in the floor. There are at least a couple spots where you could hang a hammock. That's a little close to the fire pit. The trees up near the tent pad where you should probably hang are fairly well spaced. There's not a lot of undergrowth. So away from the fire ring, up by the tent pad, for my taste there are only a couple trees that are decent for hanging a hammock. My tarp will be a little bit crowded on my right hand side here as I look toward the lake. And there's the view out to the water. If you're at the tent pad, there is a small opening for the night sky if you'd like to see the stars. Had a fair amount of rain in the past few days and a tremendous amount of rain this month. No muddy spots. The bear slightly to the left or the west. It's in a little hollow well back from the campsite, so you have a little privacy. Up in the woods behind the campsite, or to the north of the campsite, there are some hemlock trees with decent horizontal branches for a bear hang. Now we've got some beaver activity, fresh beaver activity. Out here on the point with the fire ring, there are a couple boulders that make nice seats for sitting by the fire. You just have to bring a little padding for under your bum. You're looking basically southwest if you're looking straight out over the water. And it's a beautiful view from the point. If Site 26 is down there by that boulder, you can just barely see it. At night you may be able to see the fire from down there. You look all the way around to the east and down the channel. The prevailing winds are going to come from the southwest, or basically that direction, and your sunset will be that way, through the trees.